Thanks for joining us for the next part of our webinar. Mesh modeling is getting more popular with the trend of using more of 3D scanning and 3D printing. SOLIDWORKS 2018 introduces new ways you can utilize mesh data for a variety of formats such as STL, OBJ, and additive manufacturing files. First off, graphical mesh geometry now supports material textures and real view appearances. We can now perform sections on graphical mesh data as well, and as a result, we can now better visualize and fully understand our mesh geometry right inside of SOLIDWORKS. We can do much more with mesh geometry, starting with the new Surface for Mesh feature. This tool enables you to turn mesh data into SOLIDWORKS surfaces quickly utilizing a simple workflow. Just choose the type of surface you wish to create. Then, using the Paint Selected Facet tool, you can easily swipe to select a handful of faces for the desired surface. Notice that not every surface needs to be selected. By simply choosing Calculate, SOLIDWORKS will automatically gather the remaining faces for you and create the appropriate surface. Once any number of surfaces have been created in this manner, they will benefit from all of the surfacing capabilities in SOLIDWORKS, allowing us to take full advantage of those familiar tools. Okay. I'm going to knit those surfaces together. SOLIDWORKS 2018 also introduces the new mesh body type. Any graphical mesh can be converted into a mesh body quickly from the right mouse menu. Mesh bodies are similar to solid bodies in that they're watertight, have mass properties associated with them, and can be sectioned normally. But they do have some differences, which we'll take a look at a moment. You can take your mesh data much further with some powerful new workflows specific to mesh geometry. For instance, you can add any geometry to mesh files using all of the familiar tools you're used to in SOLIDWORKS. You can even reference the underlying mesh geometry when adding sketch relations. Okay. The only difference, however, is that these features aren't automatically merged with the mesh geometry. To do that, you can now also convert traditional solid bodies into mesh bodies as well, just like we showed before for graphical mesh. Let's see, boss extrude 1. This ultimately allows you to take any geometry you've created and perform a variety of Boolean styles features to further manipulate your mesh geometry. Okay. Finally, like any SOLIDWORKS file, these can be inserted into your assemblies and mated into positions like any other component. This means you can now directly use your mesh data within all of your SOLIDWORKS designs. Let's take a look at another topic in our next video.